Hi, welcome back. So I got this piece of Osage orange plate blank. A friend gave me, I believe in January, a few logs of it. They weren't too big, but I did manage to get 4 or 5 bowls out of it and few spindle blanks and these few plates like this. Now my cheap moisture meter tells it's around 10%, which is okay, and I'm just going to turn it into slightly deeper plate. So we need a screw hole. So this is the center, so this should be quite interesting. So that's pretty tight on. Let's start. Let's see how this turns when dry. So spindle gouge. It's tough, that's for sure. Quite dusty. So that's looking okay. Ball gouge. Okay. And throw up the diameter here. And throw up the top. Just to see if there is any splits. There is this little split here with sapwood here, but the rest of it, a little bit flat spot here. It looks quite good, so I can start thinking about the shape here for the foot. A little bit more speed. Feels okay when scraped. It is a little bit rough, so I'll just put the fresh burr on and we'll see how that's working. Okay, let's see now. Yeah, a little better, not perfect. We'll see as we move on. So I need a slight recess. I think that if I make the foot for my bigger chuck, it's just too small, so we'll put a recess and we'll make a foot. Square and scraper and undercut. So with the screw I just undercut this part, clean it up a bit, and now I can make something from this. Make sort of decoration like this, just bring this down a bit. So you can see where it rubs the roller. So that's rubbing here, that's okay. So with the spear point, I'll just make a V-groove here. That will distract the eye from the recess here. Make a little chamfer here so it looks like a bead. Here as well. That it can be all sanded, and just I have to think about the shape here. Yeah, I think I'll go with this with the OG curve. So first I need a foot, somewhere around here. Really dusty stuff. So put yourself a reference line somewhere around here. That's 5 mil, something like that. And the OG will start from here to here. That's what I'm going to do, so it's much easier for you to see. Put it straight, like so. Yeah, it's really dusty stuff. So divide this into thirds, so 1/3, 2/3, and what I want to do now is from this line to this reference line make a straight line, and I'll do that with spindle gouge. And now, since this is the straight line, I want to make a hollow, maybe from this point here, from the middle, maybe 5 mil, 4 mil, something like that. And this is much easier to do if you go against the grain. So a little bit more. A little bit more. Like so. And this is what I meant when you put the ruler here. You can see the gap. Now I can go a little bit deeper here. And I'll do that actually with the scraper. Okay, and now the next thing is from this line here to this, divided in half, so that will be roughly here. Okay, so now just connect from this line here, from this foot, to this middle line here, nice soft curve, blend it to here. Okay, so now I'll just be quiet and turn on the dust extractor because this is really dusty. So. Yeah, that looks quite nice. Now I'll show you the OG here, how it looks. I didn't think of this method to get the perfect OG. I saw it on one of the Jimmy Clue's videos, and I hope you can see it. Let's put it like this, so you can see nice outside curve and inside curve all blend nicely together, and when you have it as a unit, just looks for the plates or the platters great option for the outside. And just take the screw chuck out. Now, one word about the recess here. Ideally, if I had the chuck, I would grip it this outside here. Then if the jaws are big enough and you can get it in the perfect circle, so it's this kind of diameter, that will be awesome. But I don't have the jaws like that, and I'll use these 100mm Wickmark chuck, and that will expand inside. But as you can see here, it doesn't look as a recess. It's a bead here, and it's the recess here that I'm actually going to grab is less than 2mm. It's really tiny, so it's just enough to get the jaws to bite here. And this surface here is just deeper than this side here. So if you have any other timber, maybe on the softer scale of the thickness, on the hardness, then if you expand into this, and this area is shallower than the outside here of the foot, then you can break out the foot here. So it's quite important to have this a little bit deeper than your foot here. And for the foot, you don't have to have a large amount of rise here. So this is 1mm, and it's quite deep, high enough. So now I would do the same thing if I would make a bowl and only I had like a really small chuck. Then I would, if I would have to expand, I would do similar to this. So you make it decorative, so it doesn't look as it is a recess. So that's one tip that I want to give you on this sort of a foot and this kind of a design. Expand it, doesn't need a whole lot. Now first I'm going to flatten this, so that's the first task. Sorry, but I will have to turn on the dust extractor. This stuff is so dusty. probably do, I still have to flatten this a little bit, make a wider rim here, so I think this pays off since it's a nice looking timber. So just grab a ball gouge, and making slight crown this side, and to get this in, and I'm going to find the bottom of the hole. So I know where to project this curve here. It's like radioactive dust. Look at this. Just want to see how the rim is cooperating. If there's any major chip out, everything looks okay. It's always good. And now I can remove this center portion here. Just to check the thickness here, so that's around 12 mil. So I have a lot of wood here still left, so okay, that's great. Okay, that's, I think, enough of the depth. So I'll use a shear scraper. So this curve feels actually quite nice. All I want to do now is just refine it, and here it might hurt a little squeaking noise. There is nothing like springing, so that's good, and the sound is actually okay. So I'll just now shear scrape this. I won't be able to do it with this one. This actually looks way too tall, so just bring that down like so. Now I can continue the curve here. So it is a little bit of tear out here, so we have to deal with that first. So this scraper is a little bit sharper. I think that's it. A little fresh burr, yeah, that will sand away quite nice. Okay, so that's nicely sanded. Everything is in the radioactive yellow, so that's nice looking plate. And the bottom, and now I'll just oil it and we'll see how it pops. Now for the finish, I'm going to spend this Clapham's beeswax salad bowl finish. Oops. This dust from this Osage orange is everywhere, so not my favorite wood so far, but it does look pretty, and we'll see when this finish goes on. Okay, so I pretty much wiped off the excess. There's still a bit of wiping off, but you can see now the lovely color. It has a sort of a depth to it, the grain and everything, so it's really appealing wood. So it's so dusty and irritating dust as well, so at least for me, but it works nicely, it scrapes nicely, and so the end result is nice. Deep luster, the deep grain, sort of 3D effect, and really nice plate. So